Hello and welcome back to another video of Brotato. Today we're going to be continuing our New Dawn update guide series, and we are going to be playing the old in this episode. We are also using the Icicle because I think the Icicle is a very strong weapon, which is extremely easy to use to begin with, and also just very powerful in general. So okay, perfect. We don't need melee or range damage. We're never going to need these. So with the Icicle, it only scales with elemental damage. So I'm actually going to go ahead and ban it out. And then here we are going to want to look for harvesting if we can. Elemental damage would also have been very good. But our character starts with 10 harvesting, which means getting more of it is going to make it increase even faster, which is perfect. Now, these two are amazing. We're going to want both of these. The Scared Sausage is a great item, makes enemies catch on fire. This gives bonus enemies, which means we can make more money, but we want to get our weapons first. So we're going to look for the Icicles, and we found a bunch here. Oh my god, okay. We just found an Icicle every single time we rolled. That is about as good as it gets, to be honest. So yeah, typically in shops 1 and 2, you only ever want to buy your weapons, unless you get certain other things, which can be exceptions. The fertilizer is a good example because it gives you 8 harvesting, and 8 harvesting means you get 8 material at the end of the wave. So you buy it in shop 1, you immediately get back half the value. Now here, elemental damage, perfect. Crit could also be okay, but I'd like to try and get a tier 2 upgrade like armor, perfect, that's good. Now we just get our Icicle again. Since it's shop 2, I'm going to go ahead and reroll, get another Icicle, roll one more time, one more, and lock an Icicle. Okay, perfect. The reason I reroll there, even though I only have two slots, is because I know shops 1 and 2 will always show you 2 items and 2 weapons. So that means, since I have 2 items locked, I can roll, I can see 2 weapons, and I have a really good chance of finding an Icicle. Now, you may be just thinking, well, couldn't you still just wait until shop 3? It'll be cheaper, there's less inflation. That is part of the, or sorry, there's more inflation actually. That's what I was going to mention. There's more inflation in shop 3, so the weapon itself would also just cost more if I waited longer. 5% crit is really good. I'm very happy to take that. Now we can go to take all of these and then roll one time. We don't get anything great, but that's okay. Ugly Tooth, I am going to be willing to pick up here pretty early on. We do have negative 10% move speed, but that is okay. It's actually completely fine because this item lets us reduce enemy move speed as well. And that is extremely good against bosses. And bosses are pretty much the only thing we could possibly struggle with on the old. The map is very small, which means that the bosses have an easier time getting to you. So if you can reduce their move speed by 20%, it'll make your run a lot safer. And this applies to every boss, every elite. So yeah, Ugly Tooth is amazing. And so is the Snail. The Snail is also another item which reduces enemy movement speed. Here, 2 seconds left. Alright, easy. And you can see we're making a ton of money thanks to our harvesting as well, giving us 19 here at the end of the wave. I'm going to take even more harvesting. I think that's good. Range. We don't necessarily need this, but I think getting some range is completely fine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and combine these. And I will take an Ice Cube as well. Ice Cube is going to make... Well, sorry, let's take the Ugly Tooth. We want to reroll a little bit while it's cheap. Cute Monkey. It's kind of good. I'm going to roll a bit here anyways. Okay, Icicle, nice. So the Cute Monkey is an item which has pretty much no conditions. Whenever you pick up a material, you just have a chance to heal. That is good, right? So we don't have to worry about getting a ton of healing items if we can get, or a bunch of healing stats if we can get healing items instead. And since we make so much money with our harvesting, it should be okay. The one drawback we have, though, is that we do have negative 10% enemy spawns. That's part of our passive. And I would say it's actually a debuff, because less enemies means we make a lot less money. Well, 10% less, technically, but it's not exactly how it works, right? We did manage to get 2 loot crates, which is good. We're not going to want to get dodge, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this. This will make our fruit heal us a little more. And attack speed is also really good. And more harvesting. Perfect. Now I could go ahead and take all of these and roll a little bit. This could be good. 1 elemental damage could also be good. And this could also be good. Okay. We're getting a lot of stuff here. A lot of it's straightforward, but the idea is that anything that could increase our economy somehow, whether that's by giving us more money, giving us more items, giving us more harvesting, like Anything like that is going to be pretty good because it's going to mean that we just scale better. And if we don't have enough money, the game will be very difficult, right? So we want to make sure we get enough money by getting all of these economy items nice and early, so we have the best chance of making it all the way through this run. Also, there's not too much to say, right? Not too many enemies spawning either. The only really scary ones are the ones that shoot a bunch of projectiles out when they die. If you kill them with a projectile yourself, then they will explode and shoot out projectiles as well. Okay, this is a great example of an economy item that we want. Just gives us some nice item price reduction, which is perfect. And elemental damage, nice, that's what we need. A little bit of healing. I would like the attack speed, but I think this is a tier 3 upgrade. It's going to be more value overall. We heal 1 HP every 2.14 seconds. It's not bad, right? It's okay. It'll add up. Now we're going to go ahead and buy all of these economy items, and I actually won't take this. If we take it, we get a free reroll because we empty out the shop, but I don't want to lose harvesting. Since it's so early, that harvesting will definitely add up over time. Let's keep rolling. Another coupon. That's really good. We don't need the sharp bullet. Our icicles actually have piercing by default, so getting a sharp bullet is really unnecessary. More attack speed and more elemental damage. That is what we need. Elemental damage is very difficult to come by, to be honest. That is the main reason that elemental weapons don't work too well on a lot of characters. In our case, we can get away with it because we have the icicle in specific. This item is very strong, and it also gets really good critical damage scaling. Plus, it has really high crit chance just to begin with. A tier 4 icicle gets 20% crit, just naturally, which means it's really easy to stack up crit, and that basically just multiplies the damage it deals. It also just gets insane damage boost every time you upgrade this item or this weapon. So even without a ton of elemental damage, it'll still end up doing a lot of work for us. Make sure we get these trees down. Try and get some lucky loot crates. And 1 second left. Alright, it's easy. More harvesting. I know it's greedy, but I'm going to take it. Realistically, taking speed there is a safer play. This is better for scaling because we're going to get more money and XP thanks to the harvesting we just picked up. But yeah, all right, let's go ahead and pick all these up. This will give us more loot alien spawns. It's really good. We could take that. Let's see, anything else good? Icicle, yes. Go ahead and take that as well. Dodge and harvesting. If it says harvesting, I'm taking it. It's that simple. At least until we get a little bit later in the run. At some point, I will just stop taking harvesting because we're going to need to have more damage, you know, more survival stats, max HP, all that good stuff. But it's early enough that we can get away with doing all the greedy pickups on all of these economy items and stats. And we're doing an old run? That is right, we are doing an old run. And guys, if you would like, you should drop by the stream. Probably on Saturday or Sunday is when the streams will be. And sometime, let's say in the afternoon, EST wise, or America, United States time wise. So yeah, let's say 2 p.m. EST is probably when it would start, around that time. And yeah, I would just be doing streams like this where I maybe record videos live, or I also just do gameplay that I'm not going to post. So if you ever want to drop by and see more Brotato content or other content, yeah, you can come by and see the Twitch or YouTube streams. Alright, so more elemental damage. I'll take it. Another coupon. Wow. We just have 3 of those. We don't want this item ever, so we're just going to go ahead and ban it. Get it out of here. And this is a tier 3 upgrade, so you know what? I will just take it. That's okay. We have bonus enemy spawns. I will take that. We also get some lifesteal, which is nice. Lifesteal is pretty good here. I want this. I can't afford it though. Unlucky. Crit and dodge. We do want crit. Dodge isn't amazing for us, but I do think the crit is really good, so I'm kind of willing to take that. Now, what should we be focused on, right? That's the question. And I would say elemental damage is good, but it's actually a lot less important than crit chance. Like, much less important. And I also think it is less important than damage percent and attack speed right now. So, funnily enough, it's probably the least important damage stat we could get out of the 4 that we need. I would rather take max HP, and I would rather take armor or move speed as of right now. I think elemental damage is probably the least important stat I can get. We have plenty of it at this point. We just want to get some more percentage-based scaling things going on. So whether that's crit damage or attack speed, then they will probably still all be better. We managed to get one loot crate, which is nice. See what we get. HP regen minus luck. Not super exciting, but you know what? I will take it. And we get some move speed. So like I said, I'm going to focus it over the elemental damage. And lifesteal, that's also really good. We can take that too. Attack speed and crit is good. More harvesting, more crit. Icicle, nice. We go to pick that up too. Another icicle, more luck, more move speed. We finally made it into the positive. And we get the snail. This is a really good item. This reduces all enemy move speed by 8%. You don't have to do anything. You just buy it, and all the enemies will suddenly be a little bit slower. Well, it seems like a little bit, but it really is a lot. 8% is kind of massive, especially if you combine it with this other item we have, the Ugly Tooth. This slows them by up to 20%, but you have to hit them 4 times, so it's a little bit harder to activate. Well, you have to activate it by hitting them, whereas the snail is just automatic, so... But they're still both really good, and they both help a lot when you're fighting bosses, specifically. Wave 10, this wave is probably not scary for us. I think we deal enough damage, and since our icicles... The good thing about the icicle that makes it so strong is it has really good base damage naturally. It has 1 piercing, so you can kill a lot of small enemies pretty well, and it has good attack speed. So it's just such a well-rounded weapon. I think it's probably the best elemental starting weapon out of all of them. Out of all the elemental weapons you can pick in the game, I think this one has the best, well, most well-balanced stats. You managed to make 500 materials, which is great. This item, I don't think I really care for. I'm just going to go ahead and ban it. So when you see it again, this is good. We are losing stats that we really like, attack speed and crit, but these scaling stats are so good I have to take it. And a bunch of move speed, amazing. We get another weapon here, the snail. More harvesting, a little greedy, but I'll take it. 12 luck, but we lose 1 elemental damage. Okay, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. I think... Oh, that's really good too. This... Oh my god. So we just naturally cursed Civ's Relic with a 1.8% chance. That is amazing. So that'll give us 5 armor and 18% dodge. It'll also make us automatically pick up all the material that drop from all enemies. I'm definitely going to take this. I'm wondering if we should take the Frozen Heart. This gives a lot of elemental damage, which is great for the Icicle, but it makes the burning activate much slower, which means things like this Scared Sausage are not going to deal nearly as much damage, but I think it's dealing so little, and our weapons are dealing so much that this is definitely worth it. We're going to pick up the Frozen Heart here, and let's just go. So we just got 10 elemental damage and also 5% crit. Plus, we got 1% elemental damage scaling on all of our weapons. So now they have 110% elemental damage scaling, which is actually just much better than 100%. It's just extra 10%, right? It's good. So we gained a ton of damage there. Technically, we gained 11 base damage on every single one of our icicles, and we gained the crit chance as well, the crit chance boost. This probably seems really easy, huh? When you're playing the old like this. But I would say if you use any other weapon aside from the icicle, especially as a beginner, you're probably going to feel like this character is extremely weak. And the reason for that is that you have 10% less enemies, which means you make a lot less money, and you don't really notice it, but negative 10% income is pretty bad, just generally speaking. And then a lot of the other weapons just don't deal very much damage, so you end up struggling with bosses because you don't scale well, because you're missing a lot of money and you have a weak weapon. Alright, Spyglass, this is pretty good. This will save us more money on rerolls. This is not bad, but I don't want to lose lifesteal. We have a decent amount, so I'm just going to recycle it. And now, we could take damage percent, we could take move speed. I think damage percent is good. We have so much move speed, well, not so much. We have a little bit, but it's good enough, 9%. And we also have 2 items which slow down enemies. So we have plenty of move speed, technically, which means we should just take damage. More damage, perfect, okay. And we get Civ's Relic for even more defensive stats. Now we have 29% damage mitigation and 22% dodge chance. Both of those are great. We also have 3 items here that I want. 1 free reroll, every single shop, and then we also have attack speed, crit, and range. So which one of these will do more against the boss is the question. I think having more attack speed is going to do more than having more elemental damage. Plus, it gives extra range and an extra 1% crit. So I'm going to take the Poisonous Tonic, and then we'll pick up the rest of this stuff after we fight this elite in a second. So yeah, let's go. Okay, we're against the Gargoyle. This guy's not that scary on a smaller map. I think it's still fine. It's not like a big difference between a small and big map. You just have to dodge all the same. You just stay away from him. Make sure you get rid of all the other little enemies in the way. And then you focus him again. The problem with him is he has a huge cooldown time. And he's not very good against ranged weapons. So the second he shoots out all of his little projectiles, you have a very long time, like a little grace period, where you can kind of just attack him without even being worried about getting hit. Like I think it's like 2 seconds or even more, where he just does nothing. And if you're standing as far away as you can, like basically standing max range, then his projectiles are really unlikely to hit you because you have so much time to dodge. And that guy we just saw is called the Gargoyle. Gargoyle, by the way. Oh, I just took a ton of damage because I kind of stopped looking and walked into an enemy. Gotta be careful there. We don't have a ton of max HP. We also don't have a ton of armor. Okay, so this is our reward. Just some damage, range, and knockback. That's completely fine. We could take it. That is crazy. Wait, that's even better than the legendary item we just got. So this is just 74 harvesting. That almost is basically going to double our harvesting, get it to 200. And then we also get alien magic, more health and healing, which is exactly what we need. I would take this if it weren't tier 2, but I think we can even get a tier 4 upgrade here if we're lucky. Or crit, even better. I'll take that. Now we can combine this, buy all of these things, including range, XP gain. Burning activates faster. It also gives 1 elemental damage. It's like questionably good. I don't think we should take it though. It's a little too expensive. Scared Sausage and Recycling Machine. This item will give us a lot of money in the long run. Plus a tentacle. Okay, this is great. This is what we needed, a tentacle. So this will make it so we have a 20% chance to heal every time we kill an enemy with a critical hit. And most of our hits are critical hits, right? So I'd say like about half the time we kill an enemy. And then, well, what are the exact odds on that? Basically every 10 enemies or so, about every 10 enemies or so, we'll probably get 1 healing. It's going to be better than that, of course. But the more crit we get, it'll get even better than that too. So yeah, Tentacle is a really good item here. Since getting enough lifesteal and HP regen is a little difficult when we also want to stack up crit chance and then we also want to stack up max HP. Like crit chance and max HP are the two main stats we want right now. Max HP is defensive and then the crit chance is offensive. So yeah, we're going to want to get as much max HP as we can. I think even getting to like, honestly, even getting to like 90, I wouldn't feel like it's too much. 90 would be perfectly fine. 80, 70, all perfectly fine. So we'll take as much as we can get, realistically. Okay, this gives 10% attack speed. I could also just recycle it and get 90 materials. You know what? I'm going to ban it. I'm just going to ban it. So we don't have to see it again. Oh, this as well. We can ban this. We don't need this, right? It gives speed and HP regen. Wait, are we against the boss? No, we're not. Well, it's worth so much, the like economy. It's 100 materials. You know what? Let's ban it. Let's ban it. 4 elemental damage. So we just got some elemental damage, and I think HP regen could be okay, but it's also so slow. I believe there's definitely a better upgrade for us. We're just going to peek around here. One more. Okay, let's take attack speed. That's okay. Icicle, Tentacle, anything else? More harvesting. I'm so greedy. I'm going to take it. I'm taking it. This is also pretty good. More harvesting. This as well. Energy bracelet for crit and elemental damage. Those are the exact stats we want. And a pearl. Normally, I wouldn't take this with only like something like 40 luck, especially since we won't get much more. But it kind of gets a discount because it's going to give us a free reroll here if we take it. So I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of money and buy 1 pearl. More attack speed and more range. This could be okay as well, but we have so much range, it almost feels like I'm paying for only attack speed. And this is very expensive for only attack speed, so we should pass up on this as well. Let's go ahead and skip. This could be good though. Dangerous Bunny. That'll give us more free rerolls, which just ends up saving us a lot of money in the long run. Now, let's see. We currently have 4 tier 3 icicles. We have one tier 4 and one tier 1. We also have 6 waves left before we get to wave 20. So as of right now, we're pretty much missing half of our weapons, or half of the possible weapons we could get, which is a lot. I think that means we should be focused a little bit more on getting a ton of weapons in the shops. The good news is we have so much harvesting, and we also managed to get bonus enemies. How many? Wait, how many did we get? We have only 5% bonus enemies currently. But if you didn't know, we started with negative 10%, like I mentioned earlier. So we've actually gotten 15% bonus enemies, but it's only 5% because of our passive. But that just means that we're not getting less money than other characters get, which is really helpful for us because now we're not as broke. And we also have our harvesting stacking up nicely. Again, in this case, we made 600 materials, which is great. Piercing damage is good. We have piercing on our weapons to begin with, so it's very nice. This will give us money and XP. Yeah, I'll take it. And now, 3 armor, speed, dodge. What do we want? I think armor could be good. I'm going to go for speed. A little bit of move speed is good. Now we'll take you guys. More lifesteal. I think the fresh meat, this is a new item. Gives lifesteal in exchange for HP regen is a good item. So yeah, I'll take it. More damage. And anything else? Icicle, nice, that's good. Okay, so now we actually just upgraded a lot. We basically now have 4 tier 4 icicles and a tier 2 as well, if you think about them in combination with each other. We're going to see Impaled Worm. This guy's not that scary because we can kind of just stay max range. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that was very unfortunate. I almost died there randomly because one of the puffer fish, when you kill them with the projectile, they shoot out a bunch of projectiles everywhere. I accidentally killed a pufferfish where I was walking. It hit me. I lost half my health almost. And then the boss charged at the exact same time. So that was almost a series of unfortunate events. That is why you need to have enough max HP to not get unlucky. Actually, that's genuinely the reason. Because there are going to be times when, no matter how good your reactions are and stuff, you just can't dodge, right? Or whether it's just because you didn't pay attention for a split second. But yeah, having more max HP is the way to make sure that never happens. Because we definitely could have just died there. If the boss had clipped us and hit us, I think he could have dealt 20 something damage and finished us off. It was possible. Okay. This is very bad of a legendary item. We don't need this. Damage, I will take. That's a huge upgrade. More crit, I will also take. So now we have 85% on the tier 4 weapons. That's good. We want to get that up to 100%, of course, but it's a little difficult. We're trying. Greek Fire. This is not bad. We do have burning effect coming from our 2 scared sausages, which means enemies are burning. So this will end up helping us deal some damage. I think it's okay. Another icicle and more crit plus dodge. A lot of healing. That's actually a lot. It just naturally cursed itself. I could take that. We could also take a tardigrade to be even safer. 42 luck. Wow. That's a lot of luck. I think I will take that as well. It's a little late, but I mean, we also have the Pearl, right? The Pearl is giving us damage percent, which means 40 luck is also 4% damage percent. Which just makes it so that luck is kind of still valuable, even if it's really late. Since luck, typically, you need to level up a lot. You need to see a lot of shops, and you need to see a lot of waves, right? Luck affects everything in the game. It affects your chance to see good items in the shop, affects your chance to get good level up stats, and affects the chance to get fruit plus loot crates, like during combat. So luck actually just affects everything in the game. But then when you add the Pearl into it, you also get just direct stat boost from getting more luck. So yeah, I think getting the 40 luck is okay, even though it's already going to be wave 17. We're only going to get to use it for 17, basically for 3 waves, yeah? We're going to get to use the luck effectively in a fight for 3 waves when it comes to getting more loot crates and getting more stats in shops and stuff. All right, let's see. More crit chance, more max HP. Yes, I think it's good. Oh, we got a cursed icicle. Oh, it's huge. Okay, so this is this is pretty much 2 weapons in one now. 203% scaling. Also has better critical damage. You see, it's 3x, but it's only tier 3. If we upgrade it, it'll go even higher. So now, our only issue, right, is that we're a little squishy. We can sometimes take too much damage, which means tardigrade is amazing. This will nullify 1 hit every wave. So as long as we have good movement, we can kind of avoid losing it, and then it'll protect us from one big hit at some point during the fight. More armor. I think more armor is also good. This is really late, but I'm actually pretty sure this is going to pay for itself if we buy it next shop. 70% bonus materials dropped. We do lose a ton of speed and dodge though, so you know what? You know what? I'm going to pass. We want to keep our speed and dodge just to be safe. I would never tell someone to take this here. We're almost through. Oh, this boss is dead. Oh my god. That boss took 5 seconds to kill. That was 5 seconds. Just imagine if we had our final weapon upgraded and we actually had maxed out crit. Oh wait, no, don't we have? We do have maxed out crit. We have 83%. You only need 80% with these icicles because they have 20% at tier 4. This one only has 5% because it's tier 1. But yeah, as long as you have 80% crit, they will always crit, which is just amazing. And wait a second. Dingo Chicken. Interesting name. Dingo Chicken said this game is so great. So much or amazing replay value. I think so too. I was like extremely surprised. Even to this day, I'm very surprised I still play this game, to be honest, and still enjoy it so much. But this is probably, I want to say, the best purchase I ever made on Steam. The other one is Slay the Spire, which is the other game that I play on my channel. So yeah, these two games have insane replay value, both of them. All right, we made 700 materials and we get a med kit, which will make us even tankier. I will take it. Move speed, sure. A little bit more move speed doesn't hurt. Now we just want to get... I'll take you as well. And sure, I'll take more piercing. So we now have 80% piercing damage, which means we almost deal as much damage. Padding? Sure. Yeah, sure. Stone skin. Also sure. Okay. Yeah. And this is good too. We almost deal as much damage with our piercing bullets as we deal with our actual bullets. That's kind of crazy. So that means we're hitting the enemies behind the main enemy for only 80 or only 20% less of the initial value. Yeah, that's really strong. Also, we're hitting for... Wait, how much are we hitting for? Wait a second. I see 812. And I also see 390... Wait, do we have something that's affecting... Oh, we have the Ice Cube. So the Ice Cube gives us 10% bonus damage on enemies that recently took elemental damage. Which means the first Icicle that hits deals a little bit less, and the following Icicles all deal 10% more damage. I was wondering why our numbers were changing so much, all the damage numbers. It's because after the Ice Cube applies, the damage gets adjusted a little bit. And we also have one cursed one, which is just hitting for 800, so... Yeah, I think currently I have 700 hours in Brotato now. We just made almost 700 materials to go for us to match our 700 Brotato hours. Also, we got the Bloody Hand. This I would have taken if I didn't have a tardigrade. But this will break my tardigrade because it makes me take 1 damage per second. So I'm just going to go ahead and ban it and move on. Now, we don't need crit. Max HP would be good. So would attack speed. I think the safe answer is max HP. My answer is attack speed, because I think just attacking more quickly is going to be a little better here. Now we'll take this. We'll take a mouse. We'll also take this as well. And we just want to look for... Oh, good. We could take that. This would be good too. Oh. Oh my god. Mirror the mirror. Okay, it's kind of crazy. We mirrored the mirror? Oh, no! Cursed Black Flag. Oh my god. This would have made us so much money if we could have gotten it earlier, but now it's too late. We can't even afford it. So sad. We could triple panda. Triple panda. Maybe. Yeah, we might triple panda. That would give us 36 health and 75 luck, which would also give us 7.5% damage percent. It's not bad. If we had even gotten like a second pearl at any point in this run, all of this luck that we stacked up would have been worth so much more. I think just having 2 pearls alone makes having over 100 luck well worth it, because then every single individual pearl is giving you, you know, a ton of damage percent, which is very good. Yeah, I mean, there's no other way to phrase it, right? It's just very good. We did get 1 loot crate here. Maybe we'll get lucky. We just get one little pearl here. 1 loot crate, 1 pearl. It's only 3% chance, but you can always wish. This is the final wave, but we don't need to do anything aside from not die because we do have the Civ's Relic, which is picking up the material for us automatically. It's kind of good. All right, perfect. We managed to make 1,000 materials. We get... I'm going to turn this into money. This isn't bad. This will give us 11% damage. Yeah, it's good. It's okay. And elemental damage, sure. We'll take that at the very end here. Anything else useful? No. No. Attack speed, good. That's what we want. And a cursed icicle. Let's just triple panda. Now we suddenly have 111 health. Perfect. I'm going to drop this icicle. Take this. This might be... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We just cursed another one. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I shouldn't lock this. We're kind of just looking for more icicles to combine now, I think. Can we get anything? Oh, tier 2? I need tier 1. Come on. Oh my god, what in the world? They're all cursed. What is happening? Okay, well, we're done here. What in the world? Dude, this is ridiculous. We just got 3 tier... They're all tier 1, but we just got 3 cursed weapons all at once. My god. Okay, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed. That is the mage run. Or sorry, that is the old run. I thought we were playing the mage for a second because of all these icicles. Yeah, that's the old run. We did manage to end the run with these stats. 300 harvesting, almost 200 luck, a bunch of crit. This is enough to get all of our weapons fully capped, and some decent elemental damage and so on and so forth. Also, a lot of max HP, 104. So yeah, this is our final build as well. We had 3 tier 1 cursed icicles, and then also 3 tier 4 icicles, with one of them being cursed. This was our best one, 3.6 times critical damage. Pretty ridiculous. So yeah. Maybe leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and also click join below if you want to join my YouTube membership. That is going to be it for this one. Let's go. Wait 20. All right, how long is this going to take? Let's see. Oh, that boss got mutated instantly. That's boss number 1 down. And that's boss number 2 down. GG. I didn't even see the timer, but that felt really fast. So let's just say it was pretty fast. Here are all of our here are all of our items at the end of the run if you want to take a peek at them. Here you go. All the items here. And yeah, that is the old, okay? Next time we will be playing the lucky, so I hope you guys can watch that, but that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.